Good evening.
Hey, how
Tom,
are you, mate?
how am man? I'm very well, very well. What's happening down there?
Mate, I'm excited. I'm very excited because, well, look, tonight's a big night. When we first started this Wolfe Pack, we had many requests for guests, and this was the first ever requested guest. Of course, Kevin Bloody Wilson. Welcome, everybody. Please, as always, leave us a comment, hit the share button, do all that stuff. Tonight's special warning is anything goes. All language goes tonight. And so don't be surprised if you hear a few curly words.
Might be a few F-bombs drop tonight. Might be a few, different bit of language. It'll expand your mind a bit, I reckon. So it's going to be fun.
Did you have a good week? Did you have a good week?
Mate, had a great week. A lot quieter scenes here than last week on live. As you know, last week I had the outdoor broadcast from the barbecue. Shuey Hayes there in the background doing his ritual there. The boys couldn't join me tonight. They're having a coastal vacation away this week. But they send their regards. And
that's good. They're your mates.
Yeah,
they're your mates.
They're my mates, yeah. So hopefully they'll be back with us at some stage in the near future, mate. But you had a good week.
Amazing. I had a great week, mate. I've been down here on the farm. It's been really hot. We haven't had any rain, and like true Tassie weather, everything is now starting to get really dry. And I'm watering raspberries and doing all that stuff this week. But it's been all good stuff. So
mate, I'm sure it'll piss down very soon. Well, I reckon we get this legend on the show right now. So without any further ado, the one, the only, Kevin Bloody Wilson. How are you, mate?
Hey.
Yeah, boy, how are you?
How you doing,
well.
Kev? You well, mate?
Mate, I'm as flash as. Flash as a black fella on a 12-metre yacht, mate.
Hey, look, before we start, thank you for doing this. As we said in the intro, when we started doing this live show, we only started because we couldn't bloody go out in the road and gig, kind of like we normally do, but the first requested guest was you, Kev. So it's so nice to make this happen. Mate, how has the last few months been for you? Obviously, COVID's changed the sort of world a bit. What have you been up to?
Well, it's been another kick in the ribs for the music industry, certainly at every level. But I'm in Western Australia, so whilst we're locked into the state, even now, I was able to do some regional stuff, which I possibly wouldn't have got to had it not been for COVID. So I'm happy about that. And we finish our year next Friday, in fact, next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at the Crown Casino here in Perth. So the work's been not as bountiful, but can I say even more enjoyable, to sort of getting back to where it all started in little bush towns and the CWA Hall and stuff like that. And it's nice to be able to, I don't know, transgress between the two of them. It's been a lot of fun.
You're a WA boy. How did music start? Because I kind of get the feeling you don't just start making music and write songs like Dilly Gaff and I want to be a fucking builder when I grow up.
Yeah.
How did you get from playing music, normal music, into doing what you're doing?
Oh, it's quite seamless, in fact, because we in my hometown of Kalgoorlie, and I heard you saying you haven't had any rain where you are. Where is that, Tom?
We're down. I'm down south in Tasmania, and we have had rain, but in the last 2 weeks, it's then just gone. It's gone. Oh no, I'm right now. So everything's drying
2
up,
weeks,
and
right.
we've got to.
Well, I'm from Kalgoorlie in Western Australia. We've got 12-year-old frogs there don't even know how to fucking swim yet. So haven't had rain for 2 weeks, you poor bastards. How sad is that?
Hard times.
Hard times for an honest fan.
But I was playing in a band in my hometown, and we were basically a top 20 band. So whatever was on the top 20, we'd do it. And then when the song drifted away from the top 20, if it was a popular enough song, I would find myself rewriting the lyrics and would reintroduce the songs as comedy stuff and novelty stuff, until eventually we were getting more requests for the funny version of the song than we were for the original. So it was a pretty clear marker for me that where we should be heading with this stuff. And it was all parody in those days. And it wasn't
we know we drive around when we're on tour, and all the songs we're playing, and sometimes deeply serious songs, and but in the tour van, the filth that comes out of our mouth, like to our own songs, is amazing. And I'm just so glad you've taken that and you've made a legendary career out of that sort of thing. That's just wonderful, I think. So,
well, if my mates nudged me, they say you should record some of this shit. We'll buy it. And so I went to record it. I booked the studio, and then I found out that it was all parody. It was all parody. I'd not really heard the word or understood the word, and that I couldn't record it without the owner's permission. The guy who wrote it initially, but I had. So what happened? I couldn't do it without their permission. When in those days it would have taken months of haggling with bloody publishers and all that sort of shit. So I had 2 weeks in the studios, and so I decided I'd write my own from the ground up. And I wrote my very first album in 2 weeks and recorded it in that same 2 weeks. But just going back onto the stuff that we used to do, like. Because a long time ago, so I don't know, Chris Christopherson, he was really popular, so we used to see his stuff, and then wipe the dribble from your chin, shake it loose, let it fall. Oh, we've had a bit to drink, it don't hardly show at all. Come and sit here by my side, I'll lay the seat back if you like, and while your mum and dad's inside, help me poke it through your tights. And
Jesus
John Denver was really popular as well. He used to love fucking his songs up, because it didn't take a lot of talent to do that, I'll give you an example. Almost heaven, I'll wet my finger.
Oh God! My one goal with this live stream is tonight is I really hope we get taken off the air at some point. Like it just ceases to exist. That's amazing. That's amazing. So when was that first album sort of released? And when you did it, did you kind of think you'd have the success that you've had? Because I was reading just before we did this, you've sold something like over 4 million albums. Like that is like one in every four or five households has one of your albums in Australia. Like that's unbelievable. Like, did you think it was going to be this successful?
No. I thought it was limited to the boys in the footy clubs and the cricket clubs and stuff like that. And but they, went away from thinking, oh, my missus enjoys that sort of stuff. So next time you went along, half your crowd was women. Yeah. And to be honest with you, first couple of weeks I was a little uncomfortable with it. But once, they let you know that they were up for it, it's anybody's game. It's our audience now, just on TikTok, it's something just under half our audience on TikTok is women, and pretty much right across the board. You go to any concerts these days, and nobody's more surprised.
So you're a bit of a TikTok master as well. You're a bit of a TikTok
Oh,
master.
no, not at all. No, TikTok.
What a world.
Jackpot master. But
well,
my daughter, Jenny Taylor from Australia, she's the one that sort of keeps me savvy in terms of what they call new media, which is quite well established now. But all of those different platforms, she's got us up there represented, and an amazing figure. Because my daughter Jen lives in Chicago, and she brought her daughters out last year, in the middle of last year, and because living in Chicago, my granddaughter's got Chicago accents. They sound like fucking Al Capone. Hey, Poppy, did you know that you're a star on TikTok? I said, really? What the fuck's TikTok? And they went on to explain at that stage that it was a platform mostly for younger people, under 26. And at that stage, I had 6 million people that had used my music, the song Dillygaff, for various little things that they did. And the latest figures on that is over 100 million people have used the music to Dillygaff for their TikTok.
Do you know, we used one, didn't we? I don't think it was Dillygaff. We used one on our TikTok when Tom fucking bogged his trailer in the driveway or something.
I've had an absolute sea of a day, and I think that summed up pretty much my situation. Only I could get bogged in my own driveway in a four-wheel drive. I don't know. I was just an idiot. But
you're a highly skilled individual.
Yeah.
You ever tried to back your car out of the fucking lounge room? That's not always.
I don't know what I was doing.
Fortunately, my missus was pissed, so I didn't wake her up. So.
Hey, I was saying a story on air, off air before we got on. First time we ever met, Tamworth, 2013. My best mate and his wife flew up to support us because we were nominated for some golden guitars, and of course we lost everything. But we saw you at the bar. We're obviously all fans. We went, "That's Kevin Bloody Wilson," and we're standing at the bar, and you walk up and you go, you look at him and you look at me, and we're both big blokes, and you go, "What the two of you two fat cunts doing here?" And just walked off the other way. And that was my first experience of you, and I was just like, "That's exactly what I wanted from you."
I remember Dad, beckoning us into the bloody piano room when we were kids, and he's like, "Don't tell your mother," and then playing us a bit of bloody "I'm giving up wanking this morning" or something like that. And we're only kids, and we just thought it was just amazing. It was just bloody all the Christmases that come at once.
Don't tell your mother that I'm showing you this song. So, hey, mate, speaking of songs, is there any chance you could give us a little bit of something, like a little bit of Dillygaff or whatever you want to do, mate? I'll give you complete control.
Well, I'm doing my Christmas show shortly. At the three I mentioned at the Crown Casino here in Western Australia. And one I'm opening with, I'm still sort of learning the song because I haven't done it live on stage, but it's and you just triggered it. It's something that you actually just said was Christmas party, having a blast. Everyone was there. Office staff and all us tradies sharing Christmas share. I got to chatting to a cute little redhead. She seemed bashful, almost shy. Even blushed a little bit when I told her she was pretty, still a virgin, I surmised. So I asked if I could take her home. I told her that it's on my way. When the taxi stopped, she invited me up, that I was doubting that I'd make first base. She had me wait at the door while she went inside to turn on the living room light. And when the lights came on, she was naked as a jaybird, not a stitch of clothes in sight. And I thought, fucking hell. I don't believe this. Thank you, baby Jesus. Oh, my Christmas is coming once. Sweet ginger binging fire in her eyes. What a Christmas fuck or what? But there's rust on the roof, there's moisture in the basement. Redheads turn me on. Oh, my Christmas is coming once. That'd be a good start to the show.
That's my new favourite Christmas song, I think. Right there, mate. Right there.
Yeah, that is something I'd like to hear playing over the radio at Coles or something. That'd be vast improvement, I reckon.
Just in the deli aisle, just getting your soft meats. That's
I think that'd be
amazing.
Good. I had heard a story like that. It was some Australian drillers over in over in an Arab country. Anyway, they're walking through the market and they're playing all that bloody camel disco shit through the PA system in the markets. It was in Dubai, I think, and
right.
and so these Aussies walked over and said, "Oh, we've got some Australian music we'd like you to play through the PA system." So the Arabs didn't understand it, so they're like, "Oh yeah, very very happy." So they got on one of my albums and stick that fucking phone up your fucking ass, and nobody twigged to it other than a couple of Australians and a few other Aussies that were around at the time.
Oh, that's good. That makes me very happy. Bloody hell. Mate, do you ever write serious songs at all?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually I'm working on a breakout release for Rolf Harris at the moment. Called Stick Your Dick in A Minor.
Fucking
oh my god,
very good.
That was. Oh my god, that is just. Any chance of us actually doing an interview is not going to happen, is it?
That's fucking great. That's good.
That's amazing.
To answer your question, honestly, I do. I'm doing a TV program. This is a true story. I'm doing a TV program at the moment called Kevin Bloody Wilson's Rhythms and Roots. And while it sounds a little bit ambiguous, it means that I go back and I trace all the music that I've loved and been influenced by it all over my life. So as a musician, because as I said earlier, we're a top 20 band. So we used to do whatever's on the top 20. So that introduced us to a whole lot of different types of music, from reggae to obviously country. I have a passion for country music, but Scottish music, Mull of Kintyre, all those songs that popped up every now and then. So true story, as I say, I emphasise a true story. So I travelled the world and took a film crew with me, and we're in the edit process of this show called Kevin Bloody Wilson's Rhythms and Roots. And in it, I not only explore the culture, but to me a culture is made up of music, dance and food. That would define any culture. So, but the trick in each of the episodes, I have to write a song that's true to the genre. And so, like the Nashville edition, I had Charlie Pride record one of my straight songs.
Wow, that's awesome.
In South Africa, I had the Soweto Choir do one of my songs.
Wow.
Just that sort of stuff. I went to places like Louisiana, New Orleans. I've always loved traditional jazz music. Jamaica, wrote a song down there called "Soaking Up the Sun," but they're generally serious songs.
Yeah, wow.
When does that come? When does that air?
A long answer to a simple question.
Yeah.
No,
when will we see that? Because
in the process of editing, so it could be, I don't know, it could be 12 months away yet, but that's what I've been doing over the last 4 or 5 years. Like I'll finish a tour in Canada or whatever, and I'll zip down and I'll shoot another episode, like I might go to Las Vegas and do an episode, or Chicago blues, Cajun music out of Louisiana, reggae out of Jamaica, and pipes and drums out of Scotland.
Jeez.
So,
that'll be a bloody good watch, I reckon. Yeah. How does your music go like over in Canada and places like that? Because it's very Australian. Do they get everything?
Oh, yeah. You can't say cunt in Canada though. So I wrote a song about it. Hang on a second. I'll wet my throat.
Yeah, I'm hearing
do that.
Cheers.
Feels like an angel's just pissed on me tonsils. I was told we were about to go to Canada for 6 weeks. This is quite a few years ago. And I went to the office one day. And we'd applied for the visa for Canada, which we got from the Canadian government without any issue at all. And then about a week or so later, the Australian embassy in Canada rang my office in Perth. And they said, look, we know Kev's coming. And we're totally familiar with his work, but you need to know that the word cunt is a highly offensive word in Canada. And so there goes, hey, Santa Claus, old chap, where's my jolly bike? So I'm going to lose half my show. So I said to my manager, I said, how did they put that? He said, Kev, quote, you can't say cunt in Canada. Thought, fuck, what a great title for a song. So I wrote the song. And our first night in Canada, we were playing to about 1,500 people. And I thought, I'm going to do the song somewhere in the middle of the show and see how it goes over. But for whatever reason, I changed my mind. I thought, no, fuck it, I'll do it straight off the top of the show. And see, the worst thing that can happen tonight, I'm in for an early night. But that didn't happen.
I love it.
By the time I'd finished the song, we had 1,500 Canadians punching holes in the air, wanting to hear the cunt song again. They're all requesting it. You could hear them yelling it out. Cunt! Can't. I think
that's
they're
wonderful.
requesting the song.
Wow, that's amazing. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. We live in a very PC world now. Like, I was reading about you. Like, who told you that? Just look at the TV. Anyway, that's a story for another time. But what do you like? What do you think of where we're at now as a society? Because a lot of people are very politically correct and they don't want to say the wrong thing or offend anybody. What do you think of that sort of movement that's happening sort of right now?
I've seen it across so many different areas of our lives. You know, they're trying to rein in almost everything nowadays. It's bullshit. I've never subscribed to it for a start, you know. The trouble is with having common sense. It's not a gift. It's a punishment for having to put up with all these fucking idiots that don't have common sense. That's one of my takes on it.
Yeah, 100%.
Spot on.
It started out, you know, I mean, it was common sense, and then it got the common sense on steroid. Now it's common sense on fucking meth. It's just, you know, you get sacked for not saying the right thing. Well, fuck off. You know, how stupid is that? It can ruin your career as whatever you're in, you know, policeman or a doctor, whatever. It can ruin people's career, and it's covering the truth. It actually smothers the truth nowadays. So, common sense ain't that common anymore. Hang on, I wrote a song about that as well. Common sense anymore. Seems common sense is past tense, just like the dinosaur. Political correctness, got a lot to answer for. Just common sense ain't that common anymore. And I wrote another one called Political Correctness. What a crock of shit. If it's political, it's probably not correct. Those two words don't fucking fit. So I wrote a little PC pushback song that I'd love for you to sing while we flick them PC pricks the finger singing F-U-P-C. Because that means fuck you, political correctness, F-U-P-C. You're crippling free thinking and you're strangling free speech. The world's flipping you the finger. We don't give a rat's ass what you think. So fuck you, political correctness, F-U-P-C. Sing it out loud, you bloke, ready? Fuck you, political correctness.
Political correctness.
F-U-P-C.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Here's another one. I wrote this in LA where all this shit comes from. Oh, hang on, I've got to try and remember the fucking thing now. Hang on, let me get rid of that one out of it, because all my songs, if you haven't noticed already, I've only ever written, I've written well in excess of 300 songs, but I've only ever written 2 tunes for all of them.
When you're under a fucking good thing.
Yeah, when you're under a good wicket, mate, don't change the formula. Just don't say CDC. Ready?
There you go.
So-
Latest buzzword buzzing round seems to be Me Too. And they're all lining up with stories to tell about sexual harassment. Well, it's happened to me too. Fucking heaps of times, mostly by myself. Wouldn't be a day went by when I didn't grab me pecker around the neck and crank the living daylights out of him. Unwanted sexual advances, maybe yeah, maybe not. I wanted it all right, but I'm not knocking myself in. Instead, I'm gonna start a movement called DIY Me Too. After years and years of self-inflicted sexual abuse, not only am I a victim, I'm the perpetrator too. So I'm gonna start a movement called DIY Me Too. You like the right?
I'm dying. I'm actually
mate.
dying. Oh my god. Oh, that is
very
so
good.
good. That is so
I'm running out of piss, so we've.
yeah.
I'm running out of piss.
Hey, Kev, we won't keep you forever, but just before I go, I want to ask you about Nigel, because I hear Nigel's a fucking legend. And growing up in our parties, I can remember sitting around in shed parties, and no matter what happened, at some point of the night, we'd get to Nigel. And I can remember going on a camping trip, and the rule was whenever someone went, Nigel, no matter where you were in the bush, you'd have to go, fucking legend. So I have to ask, is Nigel a real person?
Of course he is. Yeah, absolutely he is. Yeah, we started on School of the Air together, and then went to the Catholic school system in Kalgoorlie. That's fucking scary, isn't it? Knowing that I'm the end product of the Catholic education. I'm suing them bastards too. Cause
You should do ads for him or something.
Ever fucking touch me. That's discrimination. I could teach myself to wank.
Oh my God! Okay. Stop it! I am. Oh my God! Oh, that is too good. Brilliant. That is too good. So Nigel is a real person.
Absolutely, yeah. We played in the band together. Going back to some of the times that I talk about decomposing songs. Well, Nigel was always a part of that as well. I'm just trying to think of some of the songs. So. Oh no! I fucking forgot it. Bye bye broke. Bye bye happiness. Another one of his was I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I've traveled up at my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Mikitara, jail, hospital, jail, hospital, jail, jail, hospital, jail. I've been everywhere.
Oh.
Nigel.
Fucking legend!
Oh, well, oh my God. I could do this forever. But Kev, I know you're out of beer and I don't want to keep you all night. I know we said we would go 20 minutes and we're now racking up the half an hour. But can I just say, all jokes aside, mate, thank you so much for doing this, because as we mentioned, you were the first ever requested guest to come on the Wolfe Pack live stream show. And mate, I think as soon as this is done, I'm just going to keep rewatching this all night, because this is wonderful. So thanks, mate. Thanks for giving us your time. And also thanks for the years and the entertainment, because we talked about so much tonight about political correctness and everything, but all everyone's ever done tonight is laugh and have a great time. And that's exactly what you do. And you make a lot of people happy, mate. So Kev, I reckon you're a great Australian. You're a bloody legend, mate. So cheers, mate. Big cheers to you, mate. Boys.
Thank you.
Legend,
good luck with when this bullshit's all over and you get back out there live gigging again. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, we
Thank you
are
very much,
hanging
mate.
for it, mate. So, next time you're in Tassie, and if we're home, I'll be there front row, mate, with my Nigel fucking legend t-shirt. All right.
Ding, ding, dum, 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 dum.
See you, mate. Take care.
Thanks, Cam. You're a
Enjoy.
bloody legend.
Cheers, mate.
Enjoy it,
Bye.
Thanks, mate.
Good on-
Cheers.
That
Oh,
was
my
awesome.
God.
That was
That
fucking
was
awesome.
the best thing I think we've ever done. That was.
Thoroughly.
Oh my
agree.
God, I got no words to how much I enjoyed that. What a legend Kev is. I want to just say a really big thanks to Zach, who works in our management team. You don't see Zach, but Zach's on the live stream every night. He's putting up the comments, and he's actually booked a lot of the guests. So good on you, Zach, for getting Kev, because you've only got to look at the comments tonight to just see how much fun that was. So.
No, it's been bloody amazing, this whole live stream this year. We've got to talk to a lot of our heroes and a lot of bloody amazing people. It's just been bloody real good. And we thank you guys for tuning in every week and spending a bit of your Friday night with us. Yeah, I need to recover after that.
I can't breathe after that. My God. He's like, what I love about him, once he sort of starts, you just sort of start winding him up, and then there was this song. It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful.
Good,
right, you got the guitar in hand. You do
I
one?
do. Well, it's just a good sort of bloody Friday night for, drinking weather. Just thought this would be an appropriate one to do for us all. 5 days running on autopilot. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. I'm counting down the minutes to Friday night just to do what we didn't get to do all week. There's a neon sign and a welcome mat, a bar in the front and a band in the back. Step inside if you mind, like the sound of that drum, a thump, thumping like Monday's never coming. Line 'em up, throw 'em back. Life is hard, and that's a fact. If you don't get what you wish for, find what you fish for. Line 'em up and throw 'em back. She's got his picture on to the bits, laying there on the floor. He don't know what he's about to miss, but she ain't little miss missing him no more. Got them high heels on, she got that blonde hair bleach, little black dress, who knows what underneath. There's a whole lot more of the fish in the sea, but tonight she's gonna play a little catch and release. Line 'em up, throw 'em back. Life is hard, that's a fact. If you don't get what you wish for, find what you fish for. Line 'em up and throw 'em back. And throw 'em back. Line 'em up and throw 'em back. Life is hard, and that's a fact. If you don't get what you wish for, and find what you fish for. Line 'em up, yeah, throw 'em back. Life is hard, and that's a fact. If you don't get what you wish for, find what you fish for. Line 'em up and throw 'em back. Yeah.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Have you recovered yet now?
I think I'm recovered. I just went and got myself a beer, and you'll laugh. I had to just go have a glass of water. Oh my God, that was wonderful, wasn't it? That was so good.
Mate,
love that comment from Paige on that. She said she must be pregnant. Good on you, Paige. She goes, I nearly laughed this baby out during that. So yeah, no, we're hearing you. We're hearing you.
Mate, weekly news. Anybody ever jumped a couple of spots up the charts this week, which is nice. I think sitting at 12 this week. And a bit of a fun fact, we actually have 3 songs in the top 20 on the Australian country charts this week. So No Breaks came back in, and of course, Till It Ends is still there. So that's a pretty cool thing. That means what?
Wow.
I don't know. Is it a percentage? But it's cool.
I don't know.
So,
it's that is amazing. Wow, that is.
Yeah.
I actually didn't realise that till you said that then. So
well, maybe Zach told me.
That's what Zach does. Oh, that's good. No, well, thanks everybody for supporting anybody ever. It's it's been really nice. It's been really nice.
Now we've got a gig coming up too, in Hobart.
Yeah,
2 days
we
after.
do.
It's 1 month from today. I will say, this would make a fantastic Christmas present to give someone tickets to this gig. Don't you think? I think it's good, mate.
I think it would, and it's in the Botanical Gardens, which is just out of next to Hobart, and it is one of the most amazing locations. I actually saw Keith Urban and John Fogerty at the Botanical Gardens. So incredible venue. If you don't know Pete Cornelius and Clinton Hutton, you will. They're fantastic. 2 of Tassie's absolute finest musicians. It's going to be fun. There's actually 4 different ticketed shows over two days at the Botanical Gardens. So we employ people to come and support live music and check it out and be a part of it, because it's nice to be talking about gigs again, Nick. It really is, and seeing the calendar start to fill up again. It's a truly wonderful thing.
Sure, I suppose I'll give us a tune. Yeah, let's hear some.
Well, look, it's Friday night, and this has nothing to do with Friday night, but it's just a good little. It's just a good little drinking song. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been that way for all my time. Yesterdays and days before, sun is cold and rain is hard. I know, shine down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yesterdays and days before, sun is cold and rain is hard. I know it's been that way for all my time. Till forever on we go, through the circle fast and slow. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Ooh, said I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Yeah, coming down on a sunny day. Coming down on a sunny day.
Beautiful.
It was all right. Hey, Nick, I'd like to do a really quick couple of shout-outs, actually.
Would you? Okay.
I got to send a couple of hats from these guys, which is actually the same as that one, except this one doesn't have the stripes. But these are Australian guys, Australian company. Actually, I was talking to them this week. I think they just had their 3rd baby like this week. So anyway, they do a lot of promotional material, and I think we might look at getting some hats made with them because it's really good quality stuff. So big shout out to Insignia. I also want to do a really quick shout out to a mate of ours. He sent us his book. Of course, I'm talking about The Naked Farmer. There we go. Big shout out to Ben. Yeah, The Naked Farmer really does shine a light on mental health for a lot of people in rural communities, and sent us down the book for a bit of a look. So I'm looking forward to getting into that, and I think anything that promotes, not for that reason, but I just think anyone that does anything to promote mental health and talking about it and those issues, good on.
There was talk of us disrobing.
Yeah, I think we should. I think it's good. It's a good cause. It gets the conversation rolling. So maybe you could come. Hey, we started picking fruit today for the first time of the season.
You might need to come back to CrossFit a bit, mate.
Hey, mate, it's all bought and paid for.
No, it's not. No, it is a good thing.
Lovely. Well, look, that was such a fun night tonight. Apparently, we got the one and only Knowlesy next week. It's not 100%.
Not 100%, but we think that
this guy
may be joining us. You know.
Yeah.
So we're going to chase that up, but
I hope so.
I hope so. It'd be great to catch up with him.
So take a step back and see a little bit. Oh, sorry. I just got excited. That's going to be great. Hey, do you want to do one more?
Yeah, sure.
I was just going to say, maybe take us out was one of the ones that's in the top. Well, in the top 20.
I just feel like doing this one, and it's actually not out. And I don't like to play stuff that isn't out, but we have been playing this. We have been playing this live for quite a while now, so I think it's all right. And there's a lot of people that sort of get on here and watch every week and say, "Oh, play." They call it all different names because we haven't released the song, so they don't know the official title. The official title is Something Good's Going to Happen. But people say, "Oh, play I like a lot," or that sort of stuff. So I'm going to do that one. This is actually called Something Good's Going to Happen, and it's a bit of a jam. So. Well, you don't like my smoking, you don't like my drinking, you don't always understand my simple way of thinking, but there's some kind of magic, you feel like whiskey and coke. And once I got a taste of you, you had me on the ropes. I like a lot, you like a little, let's take a shot and we can meet in the middle. Try a tiny bit of crazy, I'll try to toe the line. Yeah, we might come from different worlds, but when our worlds collide, it's a cosmic reaction. It's the law of attraction. When you get us both together, something good's gonna happen. You buy designer and I'm okay in jeans. We go together just like islands in the stream. Your Dolly Parton perfect, your Kenny Rogers cool, but toe to toe, skin on skin, we're good at what we do. I like a lot, you like a little, let's take a shot and we can meet in the middle. Try a tiny bit of crazy, I'll try to toe the line. Yeah, we might come from different worlds, but when our worlds collide, it's a cosmic reaction. It's the law of attraction. But when you get us both together, something good's gonna happen. It's a cosmic reaction. The law of attraction. When you get us both together, something good's gonna happen. Yeah. Something good's coming. Yeah.
I like it a lot. Sorry. I'll do it after. Oh my god.
We can do this all night. That was a very enjoyable show, and we hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Yeah, that was awesome.
I haven't laughed like that Oh my god, that was just so good.
If you
Again,
guys like
thanks
the
so
show
much.
tonight, give it a share, spread the word out there, spread the laughter, and let's get everyone on the Wolfe Pack train. It'd be
Yeah,
good.
absolutely. And big thanks to everyone who's been tuning in week after week. We see you. We appreciate you. You guys are wonderful. Yeah, have a great week, everybody. Potentially, Nick, I haven't made this real public knowledge, but I'm in the middle of moving house. So next week I could be coming from my new music room. That is what I'm working toward.
Have you designated a space in the new in the place where like a good looking studio for
I'm
this?
currently trying to do that.
I think
I think I've got a
it'd be a good
space.
move. I think it'd be a good move. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I'm working on it. Today
Maybe
I
a nice
moved.
curtain like I run here.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Mind you, my painting of Keith Richards is pretty good.
It's good. It's very busy. There's a lot
I'm a
happening.
busy guy. Busy
That's
guy.
right.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody. Appreciate you. Have a great week. Cheers. Final cheers. Now it's
Cheers,
time
folks.
to say goodbye.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys,
Yep.
and we'll see you next week. Hopefully,
Thanks, everybody.
All the best.